Darren, we earned 4 points over the bank holiday weekend. What are your reflections on the two results of Dorking and Southend?
No, when you put it in that context, the 4 points from the two games always very healthy. It's just a very contagious level of expectation now at the club, which is the players' fault, and we all expect, the players included, we expect to be at our very best and optimal, and I thought it was a very, very it was a tight performance Monday, and for those that want to question the integrity behind that fatigue, we as a team we hit a season high on the Friday in terms of kilometres covered as a team, and with the heat and the surface the way it was, I think I can forgive them for a tight performance, and the fact that they didn't lose the game, which is always again another good habit to have. So no, it was pleasing. I think we're in a decent vein of form over the last 5 or 6 games, and we're going to have to be in even better form come Saturday.
And Monday's results across the league saw us confirmed in the playoff spots, the first time in club history. We still have 4 games remaining of the season, so how important is it just to kind of finish as high the table as possible?
Yeah, of course. There's going to be absolutely no let off. I don't think the players will allow a let off. Forget about the manager and his staff. I think the players won't allow any sort of differentiation in playing standards and performance. And I think because of that, I think that's why we've had such a consistent accumulation of points throughout the season. And it means that we'll have that desire and determination to try and finish as high up as we can. I don't think the finishing position is the be-all and end-all in terms of the overall goal. I really don't. I think that it's really important to try and hit those games in as good a playing performance form as possible. I think it's really important to hit those games with your best players. Sounds obvious, I know, but we've been without Grego Cox for a long, long time. Wilkinson for half a season. Daly, Wakefield, and players of that ilk, and Nels, bless him. And so I think to have your best players for those games is absolutely critical.
And the first one of those 4 is Notts County on Saturday. Going into the season, that's one that fans bookmark the away day, Meadow Lane. So how exciting is the challenge of playing as a team that strong and going to a stadium just like that?
Well, the stadium and the ground's not really any change for me. I think my time in the Football League and my time in the National League have probably been aligned with Notts County's, and when they came down, when Yeovil came down, obviously I became manager of Yeovil in the National League, and so brilliant ground, really, really demanding fans. Brilliant atmosphere they make from their demand. Brilliant atmosphere. And I'm sure if some of the players have not played there before, they'll be excited when they're there. But it really should have no bearing on how they play or the outcome of the game. It's 11 footballers v 11 footballers, and we just have to ensure that the 11 that goes out on the pitch that day are as best prepared for a really, really tough game as possible. And it should be a good game. I keep trying to drive home the same message. We have to enjoy it. 2nd v 3rd before games to go. Enjoy it. You really enjoy it, because I for one have never had a crystal ball, and I can never predict when we're going to be 4 games to go, 3rd place playing 2nd again. So enjoy what we're doing. Enjoy the challenge, and it is a really big challenge. And we've had lots of those lately, lots of those playoffy, competitive games. We know the level of Notts County is super high, as is Wrexham, and we'll have to be our best. I mean, it's pretty simple.
And finally, for Saturday, how's the squad looking?
We've had illness again, believe it or not. So, and again, I don't think it's ever right to reveal individuals, but we've had some illness in the camp again. So we'll have to make some changes. We want to make some changes anyway to meet the needs of the opposition, which is important because they have a different set of qualities to Southend. So we need to meet that quota as well. We need to ensure that we're trying to develop our best players at fitness levels for the back end of this season and the start of the playoff games. And we need to ensure that we give ourselves tactically as much scope and flexibility in our play to be able to adapt to the needs again of the opponent. And there's a lot to adapt to with Notts County, and Luke's been brilliant. And I've seen lots of Notts County managers over the last, again, from being in the Football League. I think John Sheridan was the manager when I first went there. I've seen lots and lots of managers. So another manager when they came into another two managers when they came into the National League. And Luke has coped better than all of them in every which way, and that's good because we want our English coaches, managers to do as well as possible for the economy of English British coaching, and the opportunities to have good jobs as high up the football pyramid as possible. So I think Luke and Ryan have been fantastic, and they'll have the sort of full support of that ground. They'll have the full support of their players. They'll have that real determination from last week, which was a brilliant game, brilliant game. And they'll still wanting exactly the same. They'll still wanting to be finishing the season as strong and as high up as possible. So there's a lot on this. And again, unless we're at our best, unless we've got our best players at their best, it'll be a tough day.
Darren, thank you for your time and best of luck.
Thank you.